Hi guys, my name is Avnish and welcome to Zyng AI. If you've clicked on this channel, the idea would be that you are looking for a solution as far as bulk image editing or batch image editing is concerned. And in this video, I'm going to take you guys through the concept and the idea of why Zyng AI is one of the best or probably the best bulk image editing tools out there. The idea that Zyng came up with was customer led feedback, which led us to understand that there are lots of tasks within the image editing process, especially related to the e commerce kind of world, and also expanding to a lot of the other areas where image editing would be required, whether it's repurposing the image, removing the background, adding margin, changing the face, or we want to remove some pimples, or we want to like upscale the face, we want to change the image into a portrait mode, we want to crop certain body parts, do a lot of these different image manipulation techniques specifically to either to make the image look better or more compliant for the specific platform it is meant for. The idea that Zinc kind of put together was using a lot of these existing and some kind of innovative new AI models to be able to leverage bulk image editing, because Zing is able to kind of have the awareness and the understanding of where the product, the subject, or the object is. So let's say one of the examples would be as simple as me just having a simple photo shoot that I've gone through, and I want 4 to 5 different kind of image options for the same photo shoot. So the first image that I would want would be like, let's say, a simple remove background kind of an image where I've just remove and clip the background. Sorry, I would just remove the background. Then the second thing I would do is kind of color the background also and put in the white color. Yeah. So I can also select another image for you to see how that would work, right? So again, click this, create a workflow, remove BG. I already would have a sample here. Let's have a sample here. In this case, I have removed and clipped the background. I have cropped the nose. Again, all of these functions are present right on top. I have added the margin and I have been able to color the background. So all of this in few single steps, and I am getting it correct here. I can quickly select another file again. The beauty of this is to be able to test it out on a few images here and then run it for hundreds, thousands of images in one go. So okay, this workflow seems perfect. I think the PNG, instead of a PNG, I would probably get a JPEG, and I would not want it to be 4K. I want it to be HD, and I want the DPI to be 100. So optimize the file size and update it. Once I've updated the workflow, it should come right up here. Yes, the sample workflow is here. I will use this workflow, upload images. Let's say I want to upload all of these. I've uploaded 68 images for the same workflow and process. So the idea is that once the steps are set, you can run a lot of these workflows at scale. This was one example where I am just, kind of getting it out there with a white background. Now, let's say I want the same thing but with like a mustard looking aesthetic background. So I'm going to use this workflow for the same 68 images and process. So you'll just see the speed. By the time I've even run the other workflow, we've already gone through these 68 images at scale. And here now you'll be able to see how we've cropped the nose, maintained the aspect ratio that was mentioned, the margin guidelines, and the images are processed. All of them in no time. And it's related to cropping the nose and all of it. So the other idea is also that Zing is really content aware. That we have that level of awareness of where the nose is, where the body is, where the person is, where the object is, where the foreground is. And that's what enables us to then start doing things like this, where we start generating amazing backgrounds with almost real human looking shadows as well. There you go. That is exactly what I'm talking about, of how the power of AI can be leveraged to be able to do a lot of this stuff in bulk. And guys, there's a 68 images, so imagine like getting the shadow work in place, getting the base image ready. In some cases, these images are kind of ready to go as well, and do that. Now, the same thing is like, let's say I want to change the aspect ratio. I already have had a great photo shoot. I just want to change the aspect ratio. So I will use the generative fill function that I have already gotten here. I put in my width, height, all the margin guidelines in detail that I require. The alignment also is in place over here. And then again, the idea is to use this workflow. In this case, I want to, let's say, upload a full folder, the human gen fill folder I have here. I'm going to upload it. Okay, upload. But now maybe I want to make a few changes to my workflow. I'm going to, let's say I want to edit this workflow because it has these guidelines, etc., etc. So I want to be able to view the details is something I've done. The gen fill fashion is what I've selected, and let's process this. The way I would edit it is, okay, the more I processed it, we can change the width, the height, all of those guidelines. So let's also look at a height of what it would look with 1500. We've done 2000 and 1000, and now let's do 2000 and 1500. So here you'll immediately be able to see the changes, like how it is altering it. There you go. This is what the result is. So I can use this workflow now and let's process it. So mustard background is also processing at the same time. Let's have a look at that. So of course these are images from different shoots, but imagine like you having all the images from the same shoot, like this one, this one, this one, this one. These are all images. So they would all look very standard. And you already have like an aesthetic kind of a background, all of it happening at scale. So you can refresh, keep viewing the images here as well. Lots of optionality for that. Let's look at what is happening with our ability to kind of expand the image. Here you're able to see that how we have, this is for 2000 by 1000, readapted the images again. So what we have done is, again, like, let me run through the three functions again. The first one we did is like running through removing background, crop nose, adding margin, coloring background, which was almost 68 images, which are already processed here as you see them. It is super fast. That's the beauty of Zing, that you're not wasting any time. Your Once your task is defined, you're there. Same thing with your mastered backgrounds. We're almost through. Because there's 68 generative images, it takes longer. And then we have the gen fill fashion as well, where we are kind of extending the background. So again here, this will be 2000 by 1500. So where we have enough height in the image. And that is the idea, guys, how you are able to run all of these different workflows at scale. We have a bunch of other workflows, a lot of other kind of AI functions, which I would like you to kind of look at. Change face, clipping to subject, using combos, how you're able to remove and clip background. But the idea is that you do it in bulk. You have a full photo shoot, you don't want to edit every single image, you do it together. That is a little bit about bulk editing with Zing and using the power of AI to do the same. Thank you.